We are
guys.
going back to YouTube. Join us on our YouTube channel.
It'll crash again.
No, it won't. It's not going to crash. Join us on our YouTube channel, Endless RVing. We will see you over there.
All right, we're
Stay
back,
tuned.
and actually it looks like our chat is up here too. So all right, so we were talking about Integra. We got to Integra Coach. Different setup. These guys start early in the morning, like 5 a.m. I think. So by the time we got there, they purposely do their tour at 2 o'clock, and that's so you can get up and personal with actually everything that's there. So when we did the Newmar tour, we couldn't really get. I mean, you could see, but you couldn't get in and look on them because they're working. It's just not a safe situation. But when we went to Integra, there was nobody there except the tour guy. It was a small group, like 6 people, and you could pretty much do cartwheels in the back of these things if you wanted. You can go in from the chassis up to like a finished product. There was some things we liked about Integra. I mean, they look like they're really well made. I would say, in my opinion, look like they were better made than the Newmars.
They're beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful floor plans.
they use, at least for outside, their entry level diesels. They're all on Spartan chassis, which is it's a higher option if you're gonna go a Newmar, and their flooring it's thick. It's probably close to 5 inches. They use plywood. They don't use the beaver puke, as they call it.
Oh, yeah, you said beaver vomit.
They use the real plywood. In the walls, they use the plywood. I didn't see that at Newmar. They have the thick plywood on the floors, and they use plywood on the roof. And they screw down, and they also bolt down those walls. We just observed in Newmar them screwing down the walls. There was no huge bolts going through that frame, through that wall. That wall was solid in the Integras. I just think they were better insulated just because of the thickness of the walls and the thickness of the floors. Then they put the reflective barrier. They have foam insulation. Then they have your home, fiberglass insulation.
The foil?
Yeah, the foil. They have the hung walls, just like the Newmars, 16-inch on center. It was impressive. It was nice, and the coaches are beautiful. The other thing I like at Newmar, they laid the tile floor flat. Then they put everything on top. At Integra, they lay the tile floor and they cut around all your appliances, all your walls. So you're getting wood on wood, screwed, glued. You're not going to get any vibrations. You're not going to get any cracks, caused by screwing through these tiles. So that's definitely a better way to do it. It definitely takes more time to do that. What were some of the negatives? There's a couple of negatives I didn't like.
Well, first of all, when we got there, all the chassis are sitting outside, uncovered. So we both said that if it starts raining, these things are getting soaked. You saw a little rust.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Since we weren't in the paint shop, I don't know if they go and they spray them again. I'm not sure, but I know in Newmar, the chassis get here. They said they're only outside for a day or two, and then once they put that star foundation on, which they do in house at Newmar, they spray the whole thing black. And then it doesn't go out again until it's complete, which is nice. So when we're at Integra, they do what's called, they have their X bracing, but they don't do it in house. They send it out to Morride. So they get their chassis from Spartan. They send them out to Morride, which is local. They do all the X bracing for them. Then the chassis are sitting outside, exposed to the weather, and I could see already. I mean, they couldn't be out there long, but you could see some areas of rust. All right, rust only gets worse with time. Now, do they spray that out, clean it? I don't know. They didn't discuss that, but I didn't like seeing that, and I didn't like that Morride, that somebody else is doing their work. For me, I think if you're doing the work in house, you have more control over it. If you're subbing it out, it's probably to save money. Now, of course, they didn't say that. Of course, they said they have certain tolerances they have to meet, but
Newmar, everything's done.
Most of the stuff is done in house. So they have the chassis, and then they do their own floors, which is they do that themselves. Couple other things that they outsource. So they outsource their
the paint.
Their painting is outsourced. Newmar does everything in house. The doors they outsource. Mm-hmm. There was quite a few items that they outsourced. And listen, I get it. It's probably to save money. But again, that's a concern for me because You don't have control of everything. You can say you have quality control, but you really don't because you're outsourcing it somewhere else. B, the concern is 5 or 10 years down the line, you pay $500,000 for a coach and you're trying to get a part. Now, if that company that was outsourced is now out of business, well, how are you getting that part? You know what I mean? Newmar, that was the other thing. They have a service parts store. It is massive. We saw the back part. It's huge. Like they got parts for everything. Like even down to the little felt tabs that are in my cabinets, which I got for $1 each. There's a fly flying around here driving us nuts. She's gonna get zapped.
The tennis racket. Sorry.
Yeah, so you can get all kind of parts at Newmar.
If you hear a zap, sorry, I gotta kill this
So
fly.
the Integra tour, we were able to see a Cornerstone, which is their top of the line, $700,000+ coach. Beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Yeah. They all look beautiful when you run there. Aspire and an Anthem. Listen, they're nice.
There's no gorgeous.
There's no doubting that. And compared to the Newmar price point, they're cheaper. But cheaper may come with a price. And one thing that we didn't like, I had asked a gentleman who I think his name was Brian. Brian?
I think so, yeah.
So Newmar, they encourage you to come here to their service center to get stuff worked on. I mean, this place I don't even know what this is called. This is multi-million-dollar facility, and this is all new. So they want you to come here. They're happy for you to come here, and very accommodating.
Right there.
When we went to Integra, we noticed the service center was much smaller. Part of the Newmar tour, they actually toured the service center for people that weren't here getting service. They toured the service center.
They drove us around on the bus, on the tour bus.
Look at this. This is what we do. Like, check it out. If you have a problem, you can come here, and this is state of the art. We didn't do that with Integra, and we only saw a couple of coaches there. Now, maybe that's because they're just wonderful and they don't need to be serviced. I don't really tend to believe that because I know pretty much every coach has an issue.
When we asked how long of a wait.
Right. So I spoke to the gentleman there and I had a couple questions for him. I asked him, hey, if we want to get a coach serviced here, how do you do that? Well, his first word to me was, we encourage you to go to dealership. If anybody's been to an RV dealership, at least our experience hasn't been good. They're dealing with all kind of RVs from all different makers. I don't think they're getting the best techs that they have because I don't think they're paying top dollar. And we haven't had good experiences. The guys here, they know what they're doing. So the part of the step that was being fixed, I remember I told you that the wood was a little short. When we went to talk our tech, he was fabricating a new piece for the step. He was pulling out the wood and making it. That's legit. You know what I mean? I don't know if Integra could do that because they don't fabricate a lot of their stuff. It's outsourced. So that was a concern. The other thing that when we had the Newmar tour, we asked them about paint jobs, and they said, listen, as long as it meets the graphics, the patterns we have, we will do whatever color you want. If it's in our library of colors, we'll do, if you want 3 shades of black, we'll do that. It doesn't matter. You just have to keep the pattern if you even want that pattern. We saw one that was all white. It looked like a bread truck. The person just wanted all white, so that's what they did. When I posed that question to the gentleman at Integra, his answer is, no, we don't do that. I said, we're paying $550,000 for I want that option. I'm not saying that they're not built well. They look like they're built well. I never owned one. I never test drove one. They look like they were built very well, but the service, that I got to read more about it. I'm not convinced on the service aspect of it.
It was almost like you would be encouraged to not go there for service. Here, they have this whole campground specifically for you to come so they can service your coach. And it was not the same feel there.
Yeah, and it's not like we're looking to drive, 13 hours to Indiana every year. But if there's something that can't be resolved by a local dealership, we have that option that we can maybe take a couple days to come out here and they'll get it fixed. And the thing with Newmar is they will fix any year coach. So if our coach is 15 years old, you can come back and there was actually, I don't know if anybody knows, Newmar used to make fifth wheels. There was actually a fifth wheel in the bay, which is really freaking old. Tiffin doesn't do that. Tiffin, 10 years, you're done from the factory. You're on your own. I don't know about Integra. They didn't even touch on that. They didn't touch on the service at all. So that was a little shady for me.
Concerning.
A little concerning. Yeah. So we cleared up from there. We came back here. Our coach was set up, leveled,
Slides
out, plugged in. They didn't put the water in. Good thing. Remember I told you in one of those videos you want to run water when you're not in here, so they were good with that. Everything was set. I went out, inspected things I checked off on my list. I'm sure they'll be back tomorrow at 6:00, but
they're way ahead of schedule. We've gotten most of our list done.
Place is top notch. They said it's gonna be back by 2:30. I don't know if it was 2:30 because we didn't get here till later. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. So what we have, Integra. I know, Annie. Integra is a Jayco. Yes, we know that's and Jayco is owned by Thor, and we know the stories with Thor, right? So, Airstream is owned by Thor too. So it is what it is. Getting there is a tough part for me because I'm in South Florida.
Yeah.
Dave, I don't know what you're buying, but if you're gonna spend the how do you say it, the scratch, you're gonna spend that kind of scratch. I will come up here. Oh, the other
try to
thing,
plan a vacation around
listen,
it.
The other thing Newmar does, they do a pickup, so you can pick up from here. It is an upcharge, but what we were told is that you get 21 hours with your own tech. So you come here, you stay here, your coach is delivered to you. You camp in it 1 night, 2 nights, 3. It doesn't matter until you're comfortable for leaving. So you go over everything. Like, you have a question, why my toilet's not flush? The tech is there and that it's not like your dealership tech that doesn't know nothing most of the time. That's like, so when we picked up ours, and this is not bashing dealers because whatever, it is what it is. We had 3 hours. Now 3 hours is a lot to take in. And listen, there was stuff. What we did some shakedown trips before when anything low. We went local. Mine will be a Baystar. What's what we have? We have a Baystar. Are we back? Are we back? Oh, here we go. I think we might be back. Guys. I don't know. I'm trying to see it here. Anyway, we'll just start talking. I don't know if it's going to...
3 times a charm. It says... Well, that was his live from before.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Here's end the stream. Oh, no, we're back. Are
we?
I think we're back, guys. All right.
Come back! I'm gonna do like Titanic.
Yeah, we're back, guys.
Like Rose,
all right, listen, we're gonna
Jack.
We're gonna push through this. My head's a mess. I'm like dying here. So I don't even know where we were. If you're gonna buy.
Oh yes. So you were saying that you pick up your coach from here. You get 20 hours of coaching and this and that. To learn about your coach. With Integra, you cannot pick it up from there.
Yes, that's not an option.
That is not. And look, I loved the Integra. That was a big turnoff for me. That you can't. You have to pick it up from a dealer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's good dealers out there. If you're forced to pick it up from a dealer, make sure it's a good one. Like I said, when we picked ours up, we had a 3-hour orientation. And we had to learn a lot of it just from going on forums and from just figuring this stuff out. I'd much rather have a tech. Not that I want to drive out to Indiana, but, that's the option if you want. Definitely, if we're picking up something and we're going to go full-time in 5 or 6 years, which hopefully we plan on doing, we're going to pick up a diesel and drop some scratch. We're picking it up, and we're gonna know what we're doing.
So the question is, I said to Izzy, what is it? Newmar or Entegra? Because Izzy was all Integra Cornerstone.
Listen, they're nice.
I mean,
beautiful.
We have a Baystar and we love it, but Integra Cornerstone.
600 horse, 1,950 pounds of torque. Yeah, it's a man talking there, I guess. I don't know.
No, it was beautiful. They were beautiful. I absolutely loved the floor plans. They were just really breathtaking. But you can't pick it up there. The service isn't even close. You can tell. I mean, from what we're seeing here and what we were told there, and just a couple other things. I think I'm a Newmar girl for life.
Yeah, I mean the service is big. Listen, you can buy a marathon coach, and those are 2.4, 2.5 million. You get a Liberty coach, pushing 3 million. They're gonna have a problem. Why are people buying them? Well, obviously they have the money too. And they want that service. They want, the best in the service. But these things, it's going to be, I don't care what you get, there's going to be an issue with it, and you got to have the service to back it up. And, you know, like those big Prevost, Marathon, Liberty, the service is top notch, and it should be when you spend that kind of money. But if you're dropping $500,000, yeah, you better get some good service, you know, somewhere else. And these are pretty expensive production coaches, you know, for the little people. So Anna, yes, you have to order through a dealer. Yes. Dave, hoping to order same 3626 and pick up there. Can you pick up gas? Yeah, you can pick up whatever you want here, Dave. 3626 is an awesome place. We love our coach.
Love this.
I know it sounds like we're like little brats and ungrateful and whatever,
no.
We love our coach. We really do. And actually, gas is perfect for us now because where we're at now, I don't think a 45-footer would even fit. Trying to get up the narrow streets that we're at. And it just, the gas is, I think it's good for us now. We get a lot of years under our belt. You know, we're putting miles on it. I can do a lot of the maintenance for myself and bring videos to you guys. But yeah, the 3626 is awesome, Dave. You're going to like it. What's this? Even the Cornerstone, the drawers are staple. Yes, they are. They are staple, Rich. What I did like, I'll tell you, on the doors and in all the Integras above their entry-level diesel are solid. That's not the same in the Newmar. So listen.
And the tile, too. That was...
Yeah, the tile's cut. You know, it's not all put out. It's cut around the appliances. There's gives and takes on both, guys. Does that make a Newmar a bad coach? No, I don't think so. I think it's still a really good coach. So maybe it'll squeak a little bit more. But how much more and how much do you want to put into the service? I don't know.
We love our Newmar.
Yeah, the Newmar's pretty good. I think
we're going to be lifelong Newmar.
I think we might be sticking with Newmars. I don't know. So guys,
but it was the tours you got to do them. If you can get here to do them, oh man, you will love it. You will love it.
Just come here and do it. The tours are free. If you have a Newmar, you haven't had it serviced, and you can make a trip out of it. If you're fortunate enough to do that, do it. We just, like I said, we took a couple of days off of work. We worked this into the Hershey RV show, which we're loving, or we're gonna go to and be like little stalkers. And we just made it work. I wanted to get this taken care of. We wanted to get it taken care of, and we got it done. So, guys, it looks like we actually got some people on here, even though we crashed 2 times. I don't know why. I'm starting to think it's my MacBook. I don't know why. But anyway.
Keep trying.
Yeah.
Persistent.
Listen, these are going to be up anyway on YouTube. I'll label them like part 1, 2, 3. You can go back and review them.
6, 7,
if you have any questions, put them in the question comment when it goes on YouTube. And we appreciate you guys watching. Unfortunately, we couldn't take video inside Integra. Inside Newmar. I didn't even try an Integra. I didn't want to be that guy, with the video out. But we're going to the RV Hall of Fame tomorrow. We'll definitely take video of that. And we're probably going to release another video tomorrow. I got a lot of editing to do in the next couple of days. I still got stuff back from Labor Day, a campground review. So we got a lot of stuff coming to you. Like, subscribe, share, continue to follow. Oh, one other thing. Did we meet somebody did you mention that?
Oh, yes! Shirley Blair. Excuse me. Somebody that follows us on Facebook. I don't know if they're subscribed. Shirley Blair, but her husband was on the
if you're not subscribed
tour with us. So we shout out to the Blairs.
Yeah, so we're sitting and the guy comes up to us. He's like, "You're the guys that make the videos." I'm like, "Oh yeah, how do we?" And he's like, "Oh, shut." And she comments a lot, so
yeah,
on our
thanks,
posts.
Blairs.
Yeah, so awesome. So we're at that point that somebody recognizes us, whatever that means. But if you see us at the Hershey RV show, listen, I'll be wearing this. We'll be pimping the gear.
Oh, wrong way.
How does Jason call it? The merch.
The merch. Yeah,
that's how
the kids say.
The tweens. We'll be pimping the merch. So yeah, we'll be wearing it. We had stickers that we ordered, and they came a day after we left. So the stickers are at home. Maybe next time maybe at the Tampa RV show we'll get people stickers. Tampa. We're gonna go to Tampa RV show if anyone is headed out there. Dave, you're out in Florida, right? Yeah, maybe you go to Tampa. We'll see you out there. But anyway, before we crapped the bed here. A lot of Newmars here in Hershey Park Campground.
Oh, I didn't see those
look,
comments.
A bunch of other stuff. I've been happy with.
Oh, lots of Newmars at Hershey Park. Awesome. Yeah, we'll be there.
Rich, I heard good things about National Indoor RV Center, but there's none up by us. I think the closest one is Atlanta, Georgia. So you guys are fortunate in like Atlanta. I think there's one in Texas and like in Florida, maybe. But yeah, you guys are lucky. Unfortunately, by us, we have RV1, which was good, but it's a 2-hour drive. We have Garrick RV, which whatever. I'm not going to say anything about them because we had a Jayco prior and their service was just as bad and we bought it from them. So I hope you guys are watching. Anyway, they're from Garrick. Anyway, we are. I think we're gonna wrap it up, right?
Yeah. Before it crashes.
Yeah, before it crashes, we have to get up super early. So listen, like, subscribe, share. We appreciate you guys' time. We'll be releasing a video tomorrow. I don't know how long it's gonna take to upload. We're gonna try to take a video of us washing the RV in less than a half hour. We have it down to a science.
Half hour.
Less than a half hour.
Did we beat a half hour?
Yeah, we had it in 28 minutes. No, 28 minutes. Listen, just washing. Now, if you want to get technical, setup, breakdown, it's less than an hour. But just the washing, less than a half hour. And we'll just show you how to do it. So be sure to subscribe, like, share, use the Amazon links, yada, yada, yada. It is now 8:12, and we got to get up 3:30 in the morning. Okay. So we appreciate you guys' time.
Bye.
We are out, and we'll see you guys on the road.